Thank you. I'd like to thank the organizing committee for kindly inviting me. Today, I'm trying to talk about the lung cancer screening focused on never smoker. I would try to summarize the current evidence why we need to screen for lung cancer in non-smokers and the pathogenesis as well as the feasibility, how we can screen for lung cancer in non-smokers and the stage shift and mortality reduction resulting from low-dose CT screening, especially for non-smokers. So we all know that tobacco-related lung cancer is the #1 cause of cancer mortality worldwide. But you look at the non-smoking lung cancer, actually it is increasing and ranked the 5th of global cancer mortality. So you can estimate that more than 30% of lung cancer patients actually they did not have smoking history worldwide. So actually, Asia has the highest disease burden of lung cancer in the world. More than 62% of lung cancer instances occur in Asia, and more than 63% of lung cancer mortality occur in Asia, especially in East Asia. But you look at the smoking prevalence and lung cancer by gender in Asia and Western countries, they are quite different. In most of the Asian country, Eastern Asian country, the women especially, the smoking prevalence is very low. But if you look at the many countries, especially mainland China, Korea, and Hong Kong and Taiwan, lung cancer leading cause of cancer mortality in women. This is quite distinct. But if you look at the United States, we saw that actually the smoking prevalence in women is lower than men, but this is the first time that actually the incidence of the lung cancer in women in United States is first time more than men now. So actually non-smoking lung cancer is increasing. It's also in United States. This is the fact of lung cancer in Taiwan. 2/3 of lung cancer patients in Taiwan, actually, they did not have smoking history. Only 1/3 of them, they had smoking history. And the very high female to male ratio and very high adenocarcinoma, especially in women, 94% of them, they did not have smoking history. Half of them, they diagnosed in stage 4 disease. And the smoking contribution is very low, both in men and in women. So we did a lung cancer moonshot program, try to understand why non-smoking subjects who develop lung cancer. In this comprehensive proteogenomic study, actually, we found that there are some endogenous factors, especially the alphabet signature, which is associated with the risk of non-smoking lung cancer. Another one very important factors are carcinogen, environmental carcinogen, especially nitropolysaccharide aromatic hydrocarbon and nitrosamine, which are commonly used in air pollution, and also nitrosamine are used as food preservative in this region. They are associated with the EGFR and promote the EGFR mutant lung cancer progression. So what are the risks of lung cancer in non-smokers? We found that family history is very important. There are some genetic susceptibility, especially upper back and SNPs. And it is very strange. Female gender in Eastern Asia, they are high risk. And air pollution, of course, is a very important exogenous risk factors. Actually, family history play a very, very important role. This is a study done in New Zealand. They also found that the lung cancer in non-smoker, they are associated with the risk of lung cancer, those with family history. And in the meta-analysis, it is very strange. Every smoker lung cancer, every smoker men in Asian, actually the risk of never smoker is the same as every smoker in Asian. It's quite different from Caucasian. And there are some SNPs associated with the risk of lung cancer. There are totally more than 25 of them. They can help us to develop a polygenic risk score to identify the high-risk subject who can benefit from low-dose CT screening. And family history is very important in this prospective study. We follow 1,102 subjects with family history of lung cancer for 10 years, the cumulative lung cancer detection rate is up to 4.5%, especially those with multiplex family, the risk of lung cancer increased in 10 years up to 7.7%. And in a Taylor study, actually, we showed that it's possible to screen lung cancer in non-smokers, especially those with family history of lung cancer. The overall detection rate is up to 2.6%. And we found that we relatively have higher ground glass nodule lesion, especially in non-smoking lung cancer. And family history increased the risk of lung cancer, just like a dose-responsive curve. Increased family members, the risk of lung cancer increase. And the non-smoking lung cancer tend to have multiple primary lesions. You can see such kind of patient, one in upper right lobe, another one in left lobe, accounts for around 18% of them. So multiple primary lesion and ground glass nodule, they are very common. And those ground glass nodule, actually, they progress very slowly. This is a typical example of ground glass nodule. After 10 years, progress to this solid lesion, develop widespread metastasis. If we can develop a strategy to screen this patient and take action to resect the tumor, probably we can cure this patient. So because 2/3 of our lung cancer patients, actually, they did not have smoking history, and lung cancer is the #1 cause of cancer mortality, both in men and women in Taiwan. So we convinced our government to start a nationwide low-dose CT screening from July 2022. We aim to double the stage 1 disease and 5-year survival by 2030s. This is a biannual low-dose CT screening program. Smokers 30 years. Another group is those with lung cancer family history, especially non-smokers or light smokers. In female, we tend to start screening 5 years younger from 45. This is the first 2 years result. You can see we already screened 108,000 of them. The overall detection rate is 1.3% and 83.2% of stage 1 disease, stage 0 stage 1 disease. You can see in heavy smoker, the overall detection rate is only 0.8%. In those with lung cancer family history, especially non-smokers, the detection rate is up to 1.8%, nearly double, more than double the detection rate in heavy smoker. If they have both risk factors, the detection rate is 1.1%. And in non-smokers, the nearly 90% of them are stage 0 to 1. And we stratify with male and female. You can see in heavy smoker, men, the overall detection rate is 0.7%. And in non-smokers, those with family history, especially women, you can see the detection rate is up to 1.8%. So let's look at the stage shifting. You can see before lung cancer screening, 50% of them are stage 4 disease, and the stage 1 disease only 30%. By low-dose CT screening, actually, we can increase the stage 1 disease from 30% to 74%, and the stage 4 disease decrease from 50% to 7%. So we can estimate that because the stage 1 disease, the 5-year survival will be much better. So we can estimate the stage 2 can reduce advanced disease by more than 74% and mortality by 53%. So Professor Shoshi Chen generated a pseudo control study from our cancer registry. We found that by the low-dose CT screening, we are able to reduce the lung cancer mortality in smokers by 36%. And in those with family history of lung cancer, especially non-smokers, can be up to 67%. So I conclude here, lung cancer is a new emerging health threat worldwide, and genetic susceptibility and air pollution may play very important roles. Eastern Asian female and family history may increase the risk of lung cancer. It is feasible that we can screen lung cancer in non-smokers, especially those with risk factors. Thanks for your attention.